Hello everyone, I hope everything is going well with you and we are going to continue our journey in Dwarf Fortress. If I want to review what we have done so far, uh, we provided the initial project plan inside of the Microsoft project, and also we started the work for the first week. We find the place, the entrance location, and let me with that the reed managed to find the entrance, and Astesh and Zone started to dig inside, right? And I was in the middle of the process that we stopped the video for the session 2. Now we are in session 3. We are continue the work because the project is already started, and our lovely project team, let me bring their beautiful pictures. Yes, these are our project team: Momo's, Raid, Zone, Rakus, Astesh, Led, and Feb. These guys and this beautiful lady started to work, right? So let me go to the game, remove the pause. So this was the entrance and the corridor that they provided for us, dig into the mountain. Now let me check what is. Let's assume, let me project information, and let me shift the status state for one more week. Okay, so this one is completed. Okay, now dwarfs can start working on create a space for ground floor. If you remember in the requirement, the project requirement, the ground space should be a common area of 5 by 5, right? So here, let's say this is a corridor, 5 by 5, so 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Okay, so this is a space that I'm going to create as a common place for the ground floor, basically. And while these two gentlemen are working, Astesh and Zone, to create this section, which is basically this task, let me check the requirement for the stairs. For the stairs for the next floor, which is floor 1, is 1 by 1, and we have going down 2 layers, right? We have to go down 2 layers. Okay, so moving back to the game. So here I'm creating the stairs. Where is the stairs? The stairs is here. Select one. See, this is 1 by 1. I'm going 1 layer down. If you look at here on top, elevation 47, right? Now 46. So 47 and 46 will be the 2 layers that I need to comply to requirement, not creating the floor in these 2 layers and going down 45. So I dig down from ground floor down for 2 layers, then creating here I have to create the common area. 1 2 3 4 5, right? 1 2 3 4 5. So this will be the common area for floor 1. Now let me move back to the Microsoft project and see, first here I'm doing create a space for ground floor. This one is completed, right? Then create a stairs to reach next floor. This one also is completed, right? Let me continue, shift the status data a little bit more. Let's assume now our lovely dwarfs started to work for what they are doing as per the plan. So far no delay happened, and as per the plan, our lovely dwarfs trying to require a space for common area for floor 1, right? me remove the pause. As you can see, these lovely dwarfs, these two gentlemen, started to work, trying to dig here. They're doing well. Mr. Zone is 82 years old, right? And this guy is 86 years old. Astesh. Now, let's see what is the next one. What is the next task? So this one is completed. The common area is completed, right? Now let's say another week passed. Here is a space for kitchen area. Let's say another week is passed. Let me go to project information. Status date. 1 week passed. So now when I look at the plan, the only thing that is planned for my resources in this project is to start working on the kitchen area. So on this day, and we look at the plan, on this day they're supposed to start working for the kitchen area. And how much the size of the kitchen area? Let me move back to the requirement. As per the requirement, kitchen area should have 10 by 10. So it means let's assume let me follow day by day like this. Let's assume previous week, this one 20. Let's say this is a current date and we are at the beginning of 21st of December. Okay, lovely Astesh and Zone coming here, exactly here, and they want to start to dig more into the mountain to create the kitchen area, right? So what they need to do is, for example, and it should be 10 by 10, right? So I create a small corridor, then I have to dig more into the mountain to create a space 10 by 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, so this is a plan that I'm ordering to these lovely dwarfs, but remember the game is paused right now, just because I'm trying to explain. So I watched the project plan and say, okay, we reached to the stage that we need to start working on require a space for kitchen area. That's fine, that's great. Now inside of the game, I'm basically ordering my lovely dwarfs, Astesh and Zone, to come here and dig into the mountain more on floor 1. This is a floor 1, and create this space for kitchen, right? And when I resume the game, these two gentlemen come in here and start digging. And basically what is happening is, if they follow the plan, they have to finish it in 10 days, right? Because the task is planned for 10 days. Let's assume now 10 days passed. 2 weeks passed. So let's assume 2 weeks passed. And when 2 weeks passed, it means, let me take a screenshot, maybe I can explain it better like this. So we pause the game as well. No, they are still working. So what is happening is, let's say this is a day 1 and time is passing, right? You cannot control time. Time is moving forward to this point, and every day they continue the work, they continue the progress, continue the work, and when you reach this day, they finish the task and make it 100% exactly at this point. And then on this date, if I remember correctly, it was 27th of December, they have to start working, actually request to start working, setuping the kitchen and steel and other stuff here. And also another task will start by Zone and Astesh here, which is create require space for farm, right? So here in the game, these two gentlemen already finished this part. So this task is completed. Let me make it 100%. Then what happened is Rakus will start working to set up the kitchen station, should start working with the kitchen station. Let me bring back, so let's say right now we are here. Let's say right now we are here. Let me bring back this status state, because this, I'm using this as status state to just change the current date we are in, 27th of December, right? Go back, 27, no. When is the finish date? 30. Okay, so project information, this one is 30th of December, right? So now we are here, right? Now what happened is we need to start to set up kitchen, butchery, farmer, and steel. Oh, I made a mistake here. Okay, let me make this task completed. And now we need to Rakos should start the deployment of this, right? And we also need to ask Astesh and Zone, our lovely miners, to create require space for farm. Okay, lovely. So let's continue. Now, inside of the game, I want to set up the workshop. So I'm coming here. Kitchen is part of farming, if I remember correctly. Yes, and here I have kitchen, so I need kitchen, right? Let me so this is a plan. I want to set up the kitchen station here, then workshop, farming, steel. What was the second one? Kitchen, butchery, farmer, steel. Okay, so workshop, it doesn't really matter, but I just want to follow the order based on the plan. So then we want them to create butchery, then we want them to create workshop, farming, I think it was farmer, if I'm not wrong, and the last one was workshop, farming, steel, or steel was the, I don't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we already ordered to set up these four, right? They did. It's not done yet. I just gave the order. I also need give them order to start working to create require spares for farm, right? So maybe, I don't know, farm. Any requirement for the farm placement? Farm should be on floor 1, okay. But let me, maybe dig more here, small corridor, then here, and how much was the size of the farm? Farm should be also 10 by 10, right? 10 by 10, then two small area for plump helmet and pigtail, right? 10 by 10. So the farm should be 10 by 10. Okay, so here, so we can 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3, it should be 10. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Yes, so they are going to dig here for farm. Maybe I can also put a door here just in case. So the work started. As you can see, these stations already set up. They done it very fast. Okay, right? So let me move back. Let's assume that a few days passed, like for example we reach to the next week, status date, maybe here 1 week more week passed, so these tasks are completed. Task completed. Then they have to do what? Create this. They are working on this one. It's supposed to take 3 days, right? They're still working on it. The lovely dwarfs are working to create a space for the farm. As you can see, let me when I hover hover the mouse point here, as you can see, it's mentioned shared cavern floor. I am not sure if I can create farm on this floor, because normally to set up a farm I need soil. Let me try. So workshop, farming, farm plot. Now I want to set up my 3x3 farm plot. I receive unexpected error that it is saying, not error, a warning that you need soil or mud at the location. No mud, no soil for farm. Mud is left by water. Okay, so it means in this area I cannot create farm, and it's a big problem for me. Let me pause the game. Now we need to discuss some important concepts in project management. So let me move back. So what happened here is we end up having problem for this task, and problem is we dig the mountain, we reach the floor 1, we try to create a space for farm, but suddenly we notice that, oh, the floor in this the material of floor is not good for the farm. To set up a farm, they need soil or mud, and it's not available there. So they cannot basically set up the farm. So they completed this part. This part is completed, right? But this is useless for them because they cannot set up these two. That's basically the problem, okay? So they end up having a problem that they couldn't, okay? They couldn't set up the farm. But let's say for create a stairs for floor 2. But let me allow them to create the floor stairs to next floor. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Remember to and let me dig them here. Dig it here. Come on, guys. You messed up on the first floor. Come to the Okay, they're here. So now let me create the common area here. Okay, this will be the common area for floor 2. I just want to complete this part. Okay, move back. So this one is completed, right? This one is in progress. Okay, right now they can work on this one. But the main problem is, look at here, these two tasks, set up plum helmet, set up pink dust. This failed, they couldn't do it. So I need to update the task here. And beautiful music. I really love the music of this game. So there is no actual, basically I need to reschedule the task. Project tab, update the project, reschedule, select the task to maybe 8. Yeah, maybe 8, because they don't know, they don't have, and they don't know. So what happened now? Let me this is a situation. I updated the Microsoft project, the project plan. They have a delay on this one, but they also don't know how to solve it. So they the problem is requirement is saying on floor 1 they need to create farm, right? But now they provided the space, but the material, the floor on the current situation, the floor they have for the farm is not compatible basically to grow plants. So what they can do, it is a problem because it is affecting the deliverables. It is affecting their the project deliverables that they promise to provide. So they need to find a solution. And it can the solution can be different. One solution, maybe discussing with the customer, maybe these farms are not important. Maybe customers say, ah, never mind, anyway we don't want them, it's just we want them just to have a beautiful place, we can replace it with something else, doesn't matter. Okay, it can be a solution. Or they may come back to you and say, no, those farmers are very critical, we need those mushrooms, it's the source of food. When all the people comes to our fortress and they want to live here, they need those farms. Those farms are critical, and you cannot drop it from the requirement. That also a case can happen, right? So here the important concept in project management is communication with the stakeholders. Let me write it somewhere. Okay, so let me put it here. Communication with stakeholders. Remember, you should not hide this information. You should be honest, you should be clear to the stakeholders, and you should be able to share these points. It's very important. Okay. It's a very important concept that you should be honest and you should be able to communicate with the key people in your project. Okay, let me name it farm problem. Right? So farm problem happened in the project. The farm problem is happened. And you have to be clear and honest with the project stakeholder. Share the finding, do the impact analysis, do whatever you can, but at the end it's a decision of the key stakeholders in your project. They may come back to you and say, okay, you dig at some point, try to search more. And when they try to search more, it means you have to try to dig more here, or even maybe dig more here or here, even here, to see if you can find soil, right? This is something that happened, and it also means it is creating big problem for you, because you need to create, let me show you a project plan. Let's say key stakeholders come back to you and say, no, we need those farms, you cannot drop it, you must deliver it for floor 1. Then you don't have a choice, you need to search more on floor 1 to find a place so you can set up the farm, right? And because of this, it means you need to create more tasks. So you update your project plan, just focus what I'm doing here. What should I name? Let me put it search for farm location. Okay, then create require space for farm 2. Okay, 3 days. This one you don't know, maybe you put 6 days. It's just an assumption, but it can be changed, right? And you need to create a link for this task, connect this to this one. You are planning, right? You don't know if you can find it in 2 days, 1 days, or 3 days, but definitely this will impact on many things in your project. And this one, okay, and you say okay, and remember these are going to create extra cost for you. And let me say this one may take 10 days. Maybe your expert saying, based on what we've seen so far on floor 1, we don't think that we can find any good place with soil. Okay, but even the but anyway, customer push hard, and you say okay, anyway, let's try to dig more, let's spend 10 days to see if we can find it. Okay, but you need to apply this in your project plan. You need to update your project plan. So I did it. I created a new task here and linked them, and now I have to select them, select these two, and add them to the baseline. Remember, selected task, not entire. Okay. So these two also have a baseline, and it's ongoing, right? I asked, let me check if my lovely dwarfs found anything or not. It's the progress is under progress. And these poor guys, one of them is trying to dig here, another one is trying to dig there, just step by step moving forward to see if they can find a place that we can set up a farm. So far, mud stone. It's okay. It's mud stone, not the actual mud. So far their attempts was unsuccessful. Maybe here. Maybe is there anything here? Ask them to dig it more. They couldn't find anything here. But anyway. As you can see, they're trying hard, but they couldn't find a farm. And even here we have rough hewn native platinum wall. It's honestly, I don't think that they can find a place that they can set up farm here. Okay, and remember, this is unexpected things that happened. Okay, it wasn't part of original plan, and let's say the project manager, project team, they were not basically expecting this situation, and this is kind of unexpected. A change, basically a change that happened in your project, but you need to deal with it. You need to handle it properly. You need to make customer happy. You need to also, you at the same time, you also need to protect your project budget. If this digging gonna takes a lot of cost and creating a lot of problem, you need to stop it. You need to tell them that okay, we have this problem, but it's out of budget. Maybe someone higher than you should take a decision if you allow to spend more resource on digging or not. Okay, so as you can see, my lovely dwarfs, they tried their best on this part left, and they couldn't find. And this one is, I think, is very angry. No health problem, but okay. He look at here the zone. He is annoyed after sleeping on a rough cave floor. Okay, poor guy worked a lot, and he's very unhappy because he couldn't sleep well. Seems like I was abusing him somehow. Here also nothing. So now let's say we end up we reach to the dead end. Okay, it's like a dead end. We tried our best to find the farm location on floor 1, but we couldn't. So, and we don't want to spend more resource just searching desperately for the farm. So here in this situation, another option is maybe proposing alternative solution. So I'm going to negotiate with the project owner, with key stakeholders, and say, guys, we couldn't find a farm on floor 1. It's a big problem for us. We understand your concern, we understand your urgency, but my recommendation is, let's create a temporary farm outside here. Let me take a image, screenshot here. Wow, what a beautiful music. What a beautiful music. Lovely. So let me put it here. Oh, no. This here was the regarding the farm issue. Let me put it alternative solution, temporary solution, alternative solution. Maybe it become a permanent, I don't know. But for now, alternative temporary solution. So we are going to tell the project owner that, guys, we have this problem. Our temporary solution is, let's create farm here with wall, so it will be protected. Let's create our farm here. We're going to create a door here. We make it solid. Farm. And you can start planting your stuff here, growing your plump helmet and pigtails here. You can use it temporary, and we will continue the project, we will continue the work, and maybe on other floors, maybe later on we find a better solution, and then we can migrate these farms from here to inside of the fortress. Okay, this is a solution that we propose, and let's say they approve, because honestly there was no other option. You tried your best to find the farm place on floor 1 and you couldn't, right? Today I'm really tired. I need this coffee. Sorry guys. Okay, let's continue. So this will be a lovely solution. I hope you agree with me to have such a temporary farm here. Okay, now moving back. But to create this farm here, as I said, I need to create wall, and to create wall I need material and stone block. Okay, so I'm coming back and say, oh guys, so I cannot complete this one. So let's say the search is completed. So initially I thought it will take 10 days, but let's say after 5 days we decided to stop and propose temporary solution. And the temporary solution, for temporary solution I need to add more task, and this task is produce stone block for temp farm on ground, right? Set up temp farm building, kind of building, and maybe this one takes 5 days, this one takes 10 days. Okay, then they can continue this. Okay, so I'm keep updating my project plan based on situation of the project. Project set baseline, selected task. Okay. So these tests, as you can see, they delayed a lot, and this one is also for these two lovely gentlemen. Or maybe the setup, the temp building is not zone and stash. It can happen with Rakost. And create require space for farm 2. We don't need to create require space because it's on the ground, so I can remove now. See, now I can delete this task. Where is the link here? Okay. But to produce the stone block, I need a stoneworker workshop. Where is the stoneworker workshop? Stoneworker. Stoneworker, where are you? Stoneworker workshop. Here, it's 43. Okay, so predecessors is one is 43, right? But remember, oh, it's shifted a lot. See, now I can see. Oh, guys, if you want to wait for a stoneworker shops, the farming, even the temporary solution farm will take a lot of time, and customers say we cannot afford creating farm without the protection, so you need to find a solution. But anyway, we can see, as based on the current plan, because we don't have other solution, we have this delay, right? So it's delayed a lot now. Okay, so but there is another problem. The stoneworker shop supposed to be used for, here it's linked to, let me create a stir. No, it is linked to this one, create produce door, right? So maybe they are coming and saying, guys, let's try, let me remove this one. I removed, right? Yes, remove this one, and first try to create this block for the ground, then create the door, right? Let's say they don't want to wait because the farm was very important, customer was very happy, very upset, so they decided first they produced with the stoneworker shop station. First they tried to produce the required blocks for the farm, then continue the work to produce the door for the fortress. See, we are evolving, we are updating our project plan based on the progress we have, right? Okay, let me save the project plan. So our plan is here, but we don't have workshop. Now let me see what we can do. So we already planned the issue of the farm, but now we need to see what we can do. We already reached the floor 2, right? So common floor, I think we completed this part. I can move the project, the status date, to next week. Let's assume another week also passed. Now we have to create the first space for warehouse, 10 by 10. Okay, moving back, going down. Okay, this is a floor 2. I need common area is completed, right? Now I have to create a space for warehouse, 10 by 10, 1, the first one. Okay, 10 by 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now I can create the warehouse. Hopefully nothing gonna happen, because at least for the warehouse I don't need soil. But if you play this game, you know anything can happen. For example, you try to dig this space and suddenly you see, oh damn, there is a river here underground, and then you have to shift and move another place to dig it more for the warehouse location, right? And that's the beauty of this game. That's one of the reasons that I really love this game. It's an amazing game. I am 200% recommend this game for you. I'm drinking coffee, and my lovely miners trying to dig into the mountain solid rock to create the warehouse location. And meanwhile, I'm also enjoying the music and the soundtrack of the game. So, guys, the important point here, the important lesson here is these kind of scenarios can happen every day. But because we had a little bit progress, and we started here, we reached here, this red line, we updated the project, we added a new task, right? We added and deleted one. Now I think it's better to, this one is also completed. Okay, now for today's session, let's hold it at this moment.